Let's talk World Series baseball and the MLB postseason. World Series kicks off tomorrow in Boston for what hopefully will be a very exciting and hopefully the series goes all the way to 7.
What are your predictions? Who do you like?
Well, before I get to the predictions,
Okay.
These last 3 years, right, the MLB season has just been so compelling, and down into the playoffs, there's just so much young talent in the game. Really, in all sports, the players are just all coming in just so much more advanced than they used to be, and you just see just a plethora of talent in Major League Baseball. And the last 3 seasons especially, the postseason has done a good job of showcasing that. And so the National League Championship Series went to 7 games, with the Dodgers taking Game 7 Saturday night at Milwaukee, 5-1. Dodgers pulled Clayton Kershaw out of the hat to close this game. That's a great move by Dave Roberts. They used Kenley Jansen for, I believe, 6 outs to get to Kershaw. So any hope that Milwaukee had of coming back from that 5-1 deficit was quickly killed when Jansen came in the game, and then is followed up by their ace, Clayton Kershaw, and that was all she wrote. They just put that's putting your foot on a team's throat and ending it. Manny Machado and the Dodgers offense continued to come up big, especially in the last 2 games. Well, actually, no, the last 2 games that they won, 5-2 and 5-1. Machado is about to get paid like no one has ever gotten paid before. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Manny Machado is going to sign a deal that's going to be somewhere in the 8 to 10 year range for near $400 million. He's about to break the bank. So the Dodgers, through 7 games with Milwaukee, move on to the World Series. In the American League Series, the loaded Houston Astros were sent home by the Boston Red Sox. And as my neighbor likes to say, Boston will not lose. And he's not saying that as he's not happy saying that. And there's some expletives. What he says is actually Boston won't bleep lose. So that is very true. They, after losing game 1 7-2, they then embark on a 4-game winning streak. Take 4 in a row over Houston, and Houston is such a great team, but Boston still managed to take 4 in a row to end that series early, 4-1. So now we're looking at a World Series between the Dodgers and the Red Sox, 2 classic franchises. It's going to be great to see the Dodgers playing in Boston in the cold weather at Fenway. That's going to be a really different look for them. And then the stars are lined up here in this: J.D. Martinez, Mookie Betts, Manny Machado, Yasiel Puig, Clay Bellinger, Clayton Kershaw, Chris Sales. All right, so it kicks off tomorrow and in Boston for Game 1. It is Kershaw versus Sale. Game 2 is another great pitching matchup: Hyun Jin Ryu versus David Price. Both of those 2 games will be at Boston. And I am picking, and this is very unfortunate because I'm not supposed to do this.
Because you're a Yankees fan.
Because I'm a Yankees fan. Boston is going to win this series in 7 games. Both teams are deep. Both managers are using matchups all over the place. The Dodgers pretty much run out a different lineup every night based on who they're seeing. So it's just real interesting watching the management, the managing moves, the setups, the matchups, and I think all those matchups are going to come into play, and it's going to be Boston pulling this out in the 7th game back in Boston.
All right.
All right.
There it is.